So, redo of a healer. What do I think of it?
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Welcome to another one of my rants. You probably remember the Goblin Slayer one they did like 3 years ago. Of course you don't remember. But this ain't gonna be a reoccurring thing. I'm just doing it just so I can shit out my thoughts and just fucking dash a quick video out, you know? One day at the start of 2020, my boy Reggie, Slick Goku, he kept on pestering me, jumping on my streams, jumping in my DMs, telling me to redo of a healer. When he first told me that, I was like, nigga, get out of here. I ain't reading that shit. I don't trust you. But I caved in. I thought it'd make good content, and boy, what do I think? What do I think of it? I was met with the most depraved, incel-festered headassery I've read that wasn't a hentai. And this is from the king of degenerates, the degenerate guide. Come on. Now, there's a lot of people that are quite fortunate enough to not know about this show. And you know what they say, ignorance is bliss, but knowledge is power. So, I'm gonna tell you about it. It's your basic run-of-the-mill isekai. Oh boy, he's not my nigga. Okay, this nigga, Kealu, is one of the heroes equipped to defeat the Demon King. But oh no, his magic has a drawback. He has to deal with all the pain of the person he's healing. So, he doesn't want to do it, but they force him anyway. So that results in years of rape, drugging. Barrett has a go at his bummo one time. He actually looks like Barrett. It's fucking weird.
Oh yeah, I probably should have told you. This show is rated R. It's rated R for rape. So if that triggers you, you really shouldn't watch it. I'm actually being serious. I'm actually being genuine. Don't watch it if it triggers you. Okay. So rape.
So one day he decides enough is enough, bites Zadosto, he turns back time so he can get revenge on his former party members. So it's basically a kind of fucked up version of Groundhog's Day. Yeah, clap for me, baby. I wish I was joking. Rape is as common as sneezing in this fucking show. There's one scene in the manga, if I'm remembering correctly, this nigga turns a man into a woman so he can get gang raped, then sets the house on fire, so he's burning in a building whilst getting gang raped, and that's how he dies. I wish I was making this up. Funniest thing though, when I first heard about it, I was kind of excited. Don't call the police just yet, okay? Don't call the police just yet. The reason I was excited because I thought there was going to be an uproar on Twitter. Goblin Slayer, Shield Hero, nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro. And it has nothing on redo of a healer. But do you hear that? Nothing, not a sound. Because no one gives a shit. But that's the funniest thing. Why though? You think an anime with the main character slapping his dick across someone's face, then raping her, then turning her into a sex slave so he can have sex with her over and over and over and over again, you think that would cause some controversy, but not really. Like, yeah, there was some people talking about it, but like, it wasn't a big uproar. You know those ones, when you see these call-out posts with over like fucking 5K likes and stuff, everyone's like, yes, queen, speak on it, yes, queen, nigga. Go outside, touch some grass, bitch. Like, I think it's got to the point where people are disappointed, but not surprised. They see these animes come out and they look at Japan like, okay, Japan, classic Japan. Like, whilst his main aim is to rape and destroy his previous party members, he's getting a fucking harem, his fucking maids, fucking slave girl. He's fucking slave girl. Oh, fuck's sake, I just remembered. This incel bait torture porn power fantasy is what people thought Shield Hero was. Like, this video isn't really just about redo of a healer anymore. Like, have you noticed? Since Eromanga Sensei came out, anime has been slowly going to shit. Now that sounds like a very broad statement, but let me explain. Like, these committees fund and greenlight these obscene shows just to get the controversy, just to get the likes, just to get the views, because again, just like YouTube, the media cares about sales and views.
Views, nigga, that's what makes the world go round. Capitalism.
These outlandish shows, do you ever see a season 2? Most of the time not, because the novelty of the show, after 3 episodes, after 4 weeks, it just goes. No one gives a shit anymore. Time to go complain about something else on Twitter. And then there's the conversation of rape in media as a whole. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. It barely ever works, but let me give an example that's something that does. In Berserk, Guts has to watch Casca get raped by his former best friend just after he murked off the band of Hawks, which was basically his family. That forces Guts to revert back to the cold killing machine that he once was, and now he has to battle between his bloodthirst and his morality. It fits a narrative purpose. Most of the time in these shows it doesn't. It's just niggas just get raped. Like most of the time it comes off as titillating, like he's glorifying the subject matter.
Baby, don't do that. Baby, don't do that.
Shows think because they have a rape scene, it means it's edgy, it's real. Like, that's the argument I keep hearing. I keep hearing that, like, these fucking rape scenes shines a mirror onto the harsh realities of our world.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. You don't go outside.
Yes, rape is real. But when you use it as a dark narrative crutch like SAO, or Goblin Slayer for that matter, it just comes as lazy, ineffective, and just trash.
Now, if you really want to know how to write a rape scene, I ain't gonna tell you.
Okay, so first off, the biggest issue is the fact that these female characters in these shows, we don't empathize with them. They are just waifu bait. They're just big ass titty monsters most of the time. Am I complaining about that? Hell no, I like the opie, I like the titties. But that's just it, it makes them shallow, one-dimensional characters. And that's not what you want in your show, like at all. Now, to be honest, I feel bad for saying rape so casually, and I apologize if you guys are offended by that, honestly. But I need to get my shit off, niggas, so bear with me. They are just arm candy for the protagonists and mostly just used to sell merch. That's usually thanks to the author not knowing how to write women, but that's another story.
Masashi Kishimoto, oh man. Oh, COVID.
And then when you add a rape scene that may or may not happen, but the protagonist jumps in at the nick of time, again, that's lazy writing. It's trash writing. You go back to school. You basically whittle down a character to just that, the woman who got raped, Goblin Slayer. What was that adventurer's name? We know it, it's being released. But how do you describe it to your friends? The woman who got... Yeah, exactly. And that traumatic experience of nearly getting raped? Never happened. Never mentioned again. That's the worst thing. Most of the time they tease the idea of, ooh, will she get raped? Find out. But no, most of the time the protagonist comes in, goes sicko mode on the villain, and then the woman's like,
My hero! Oh, my knight is shining armor! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Really, nigga?
The only thing that's real about all this is the fact that in these shows and in real life, people don't take rape as seriously as they should, but that's a different conversation that's not on for an anime channel. Now, if you're gonna add that kind of story crutch into your show, or light novel, web novel, either do it or don't. Most of the time, please don't. You're not gonna do it right. But let's not lie. You niggas are turned on by it. Hey, don't click off. I'm looking directly at you, viewer. You get turned on by that shit. That's why no one's talking about it. They're secretly going on Rule 34, beating their meat to it, and then calling it a day. I know you guys secretly enjoy that shit. Look at the tags on N-Hentai, NTR, rape, incest, lollies and shelters. That's what the Toho tag on N-Hentai is full of. Sometimes it's not used as a narrative tool to push the plot along. Sometimes niggas are just horny. And that's okay, so go outside, touch grass, watch the show or don't. Either way, no one really cares. So I'm going to bed, nigga. Good night.